Alright everybody, let's open up this slide from Zaffiri Precision. I was able to pick this bad boy up. This is what it comes in. 100% made in the USA. Products to be installed by a competent gunsmith. You know, all that fun stuff. But I think the packaging is cool. I would much rather have something a lot cheaper, but you push this button here and it will allow you to open up your thing. So it says, bam. Oh, it's upside down. So I went with an acro cut with a rear sight up front. I went with a Zaffiri Precision ZP3 cut slide, I believe, or maybe it's a ZP6. I went with that one. It's pretty interesting. I like it a lot. Now I have it for the tiger stripe, so I did OD green, flat dark earth, and black. I wanted to do some tiger striping. I thought that looked pretty cool, and I wanted it for the acro cut. I mean, I will be running a Steiner MPS on here, but I wanted it for the acro cut. I wanted to see about how that would work with this. So I think it's pretty cool. Plus, if I ever do decide to take my acro off my B&T, I will probably run it on here and it would be pretty cool. So let's build out this slide. I'm gonna put all the stuff on it and then get the barrel and everything installed. I did go ahead and go with the Glock 19 barrel here that is ported from Brownells. So you guys can see it's ported, it does fit. That's how it's supposed to be, especially on the Brownell window cut slides. So it actually looks pretty legit. It's gonna need some break-in for sure. I can tell there's a lot of like excess stuff on here, so. Fuckload louder than a regular Glock barrel. But I haven't had any issues yet. All right, so we built out the Zaffiri Precision slide and I went and shot it. I didn't want to make the video. I just built it out, ran to the range with my buddy, and we had a lot of fun. I have actually really, so far, I've liked this custom build. I've had no hiccups with it. I ran the first about 200 rounds through this slide with a non-ported barrel on it. So I have the awesome Brownells ported barrel here. It's a fantastic barrel. I just love this thing, and it ran about 350 rounds yesterday ported. So after running that first 200-ish rounds on this, I decided that I was going to throw in the ported barrel and see if we had any hiccups. I decided to do that, and I had no hiccups. I am just running a standard Zev spring. I don't know if they use a reduced recoil anything in here. I'm not going to really clean up the slide, but I have a cool surprise for us that I think you're really, really, really going to like. I went ahead and picked up the Radian Ramjet. I wanted to pick this up. I thought that it was a really cool offering. Yes, you guys are looking at a new camera setup here, but I thought the Radian Ramjet was a pretty cool offering. Now this is for a 19 Gen 3, so we're gonna go ahead and install this on the slide and kind of see how it looks and go from there. I am going to install it off camera because YouTube does not like us, but let's go ahead. Let's just kind of look at everything real quick with the Radian Ramjet. If you guys want, you guys can pause this and look at everything. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this guy. So it comes in 2 packages, so we don't have to have this giant box here. So we have these smaller ones. We have the Afterburner, which is the micro compensator. There's a lot to be said for packaging. I know a lot of people really, really, really want nice packaging. I'm the type of person that's like, look, if we could save a couple dollars on this product, we should definitely not have it. So we have our Torx bit and our interlocking wedge. I don't think they tell us to put any sort of Loctite on there. I'll have to look. Installation. A light coating of oil to the Radian barrel. Slide compensator, tightened, tapered screw, 15-inch pounds. All right, so it just says tightened up 15-inch pounds. I grabbed the fix-it sticks in this nano case or whatever that is. I figured this is a good one. Head over to Brownells, use code BOP10. They are awesome. I love these fix-it sticks. They're, you know, you can do whatever with them. And you have this nano case. I did order this case specifically from Fix-It Sticks, and I did get a discount with them because I do work with them. But, I mean, I would pay full price for this over and over again. Here is the Glock 19 Gen 3 to 5, 19X to 45. So this is a 3 through 5 type of barrel. That's pretty legit. Got some really clean rifling on the inside, and then that thing on the outside, that's what makes it so where it doesn't wobble around. I know I'm super late to this, and all of you are like, whatever, man, get to the next part. But it kind of wobbles a little. I guess it can kind of free spin. Look at that. Alright, so real quick, I did want to show you guys. It is pretty much identical to every other Glock 19 barrel, except it has that little protrusion out the front. I see no differences other than some of these excess cuts that they put on here. So that's just a note I wanted you guys to see. Alright, so I didn't show the installation, but I guess we can see how much we're going to torque this guy down. It says to 15-inch pounds. Alright, it does not say to add any sort of thread locker, so I'm just going off of what they're saying. I think it's a really clean fit. As you guys can tell, I love like Vietnam style of tiger striping. As we see, I went with tiger striping. I told them to do more FDE over that like dark brown, so it does look really similar. But I just figured it looks nice. I like the tiger striping they did on here. We're going to see tomorrow if that 15-inch pounds holds up. I'm going to put a paint pen on here real quick. All right, so as we can see with the lovely holster here, I think it does a pretty good job. I like how it looks. I'm very interested to see how it feels, especially against a ported barrel. I actually have a Brownell slide that has a ported barrel that is pretty much the same kind of guise as this, except it's running an EPS on it. And we're going to see about that. And then we're also going to clean off the carbon on here. I want to see how much buildup I get, because it's about 500 rounds of carbon on this since I cleaned it before the last range day, and it needs to be cleaned again because there was a ton of carbon. So we're going to be doing that, and then tomorrow I should have some more ammo arriving, and we're going to have some fun with this guy. I think it looks pretty neato fantito if you ask me. Do you guys think it's pretty skookum? All right, so my initial impressions of this slide has been incredible. It's been nothing short of everything I've wanted out of a custom slide. Now, as I've stated in some of my previous Zaffiri Precision videos, I have had a horrible experience with them. Now, granted, it was not my personal slide. It was not anything that has to do with me, but I have had some really bad experiences when it comes to Zaffiri Precision, and I own quite a few of their slides now. I think I have 2 or 3, I think. I've had 3. I currently own 2. But I have no problem with this. The fit and the finish on it is fantastic. I do expect the Cerakote to wear off at some point or wear down. I don't expect it to always be this way. That is just one of those things where it's like I don't think people necessarily understand how good Cerakote is. They always want it to be, wow, look at how dirty that is. I'm gonna clean this off, hold on. Now I clean that guy off, now it looks way better. Oh God, someone's gonna complain that I pointed the camera, or pointed the gun at the camera. That's kind of stupid. Anyway, so far, the Zaffiri Precision Slide has been fantastic. About 500 rounds on it already. I mean, I burned downs. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got 600 rounds on it. I'll go through and I'll count all the shooting I did yesterday, but I was loading a lot of magazines. I think I have like 8 or 9 Glock mags, which, yes, I know, rookie numbers, but I have a lot of Glock mags and I don't have enough. But I was loading them constantly. Like I was burning down this slide. I was looking for any sort of issue, anything like that. Could it take the heat? Could it not take the heat? I mean, I had this thing so hot I couldn't even come up and like grab it. Like I felt like it would have given me a 3rd degree burn just being near it, which is what I plan on doing. I have 300 rounds of 124 grain. I'm going to bring 200 rounds, I have 300 rounds of 124 grain Blazer. I'm going to bring 200 rounds of the new stuff that I got, and maybe 100 rounds of my Cellar and Billet 124 grain. So we're going to run a lot of 124 grain through here. I don't have any more 115 grain. I ran through my battle pack of PMC bronze of 115 grain, so I'll have to pick some of that up. But in my initial range review of this, we'll have just a bunch of that. So we're going to be doing a lot of shooting come Thursday, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And so far, I absolutely love the fact that this slide, it works. Now, this is a Glock 19 Gen 3 ZP3 slide. I had it custom done with their Cerakote. It cost me about $400. The sights are Ameriglow backup sights. I got it acro cut, which means that it will run the Steiner MPS or the Aimpoint acro on there. So you can run either one of them. I also made sure to do the front sight forward. I've never had that before, and I really wanted to try it on a gun, so I figured why not try it on this one. And then it's going to be a test bed. Should we do a ported barrel, or should we do a comped barrel like this? Should we go with a $370 comped barrel, which, thank you to Brown Ells for saying that out, or we should go with a $60 ported barrel that has a tendency to have really, really, really good porting, and I feel does really well at this, and is a pretty accurate barrel so far. I haven't seen a single issue out of this barrel. These Brown Ells ported barrels for $60. I mean, I have 2 of them, and they're holding up really, really well. I see absolutely 0 faults, 0 issues, 0 problems, and they just keep going. The ports work really well. It is extremely obnoxiously loud when it comes to 9mm. I mean, shooting a non-ported barrel and then going to a ported barrel, I was like, holy crap, this thing is insanely loud. And I can only imagine when going to this, it's also going to be insanely loud because it's just jetting all that gas upwards. There's more explosiveness up there and all that. So the cool thing about the Radian Ramjet is it takes the overall length of a 17. So I can actually pull out the 17 right now, and I can show you the difference between the 17 and the 19 with the Radian Ramjet. All right, so I'm going to try to get as close as I can with this, but we're going to do a top-down view. We're going to go butt to butt right here, and we're just going to see, because these do look, it looks like the Radian is just a smidge longer than the 17. Now this does have a crowned and flush cut barrel to it, but these look almost identical. If I can get them in frame and show this to you, that would pretty much be butt to butt. They look pretty darn identical. Let's just go chamber to chamber there. They're pretty close to identical. You can't, I'm looking at this now, I see absolutely nothing in terms of anything like that. So say you have a inside the waistband. Now this one is technically, I think, for a 17, no, it's for a 19 comped. So I got this for a 19 comped. I had this for a long time. But say you have your 19, you want to slap it in here, bam, you can do that. Tier 1 concealed inside the waistband holster. I never concealed carry this gun. It's never happening for any reason. But sometimes I get the wily urge to carry my 17. And I really like the 17. I will also have a video coming out very soon on the 17. I might even go get a Zaffiri has a top ported, 3-ported barrel for this, just because I also want to see how good a 17 ported is. If a 17 ported is really nice, or maybe I can send this off to oh, what's his name? Monsoon Tactical. I might send this off over there to them. But I think either way, they work really well, and I love the all that. And then if you're wondering about my Safariland, let me grab that. All right, so this is a Safariland for 17. I think this is a 6354 RDS. I think so, RDSO. This is made for the Acro/Steiner optics. Now with the plates, they do fit. So with the plates that I do have from Dauntless Engineering and all that, they fit in here. Yes, this is a left-hand holster. I know you're not used to seeing that whatsoever, but it fits in, it locks in, has all of its retention. Just like with the 17, this is a 17 holster. As you guys can see, it does fit in there. It does what it's supposed to do. Man, I need to burn off those ends down there. Those look horrible. This thing, I beat this thing up so hard at the range. Those Cordura wraps that Safariland puts on their holsters, I like the way they look. And granted, I'm very big on aesthetics, but the moment you use it, it's like, hey, where am I going to fray next? Like, I've burnt this like 36 times and it just keeps fraying. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely, it is what it is. So tell me what you guys think about the Zaffiri Precision, the custom slide. They make these in everything. You can get them in all of their slide cuts. You can do custom slides with this tricolor Cerakote on here. I think that it's a really good slide so far. Now, granted, I've only got about 650 rounds on it, so we're definitely going to need more testing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, but I just wanted to kind of know what you guys thought about it and what you guys think, and if you guys even remotely like it, because I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I really dig this setup, especially with the Ramjet. I like the Ramjet. And I haven't even shot it yet. I can't say that. I have shot a Ramjet before, but I have not run it so far. So we're gonna test this out with the Radian Ramjet initial. This is just the initial impressions, the straight out of the box. And then next week, or maybe later on this week, if I feel highly motivated, you guys will see some shorts and a full-length video about my initial impressions on the Radian Ramjet, and if it is worth it over a cheap ported barrel for sure. Because I think you guys are gonna be maybe a little bit blown away, maybe a bit surprised. I gotta clean off that area. That looks so dirty. It looks so dirty. I just need to clean everything. But I hate cleaning things, so we're just gonna keep getting it dirty. That's totally fine. Yes, it's new and pristine and great. It's only got 600-ish rounds after one range day. As you guys can tell, this little part right here from the 17 is killing me. But I really just want to know what you guys, what do you think about the Radian Ramjet? Was it a waste of money? Was it a waste for Brownells to send it out? Or maybe if it's that good, do you think that you would go out and purchase one too if I said it was that good? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I'm still at such a sticker price of like $360 something, $370 something for this ported barrel combo just because it's legal in 50 states. To me, it seems abhorrently obnoxious and abhorrently out of everybody's price tag. But people keep buying these things. They're always out of stock. And yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel about this stuff. You guys let me know what you think about this before we even get to shoot it. Because to be honest, with this ported barrel, it's been one heck of a ride. And I just don't even know I don't know. I'm gonna have a video coming up soon about that. This is literally just a bunch of word vomit that I wanted to put together and show you guys all about this slide. I think it was a fantastic choice for a slide. What do you guys think? Are there any other slides that you guys recommend also? As always, thank you so much. Go ahead on over to Brownells, use code BOP10 if you would like to support the channel and or anything that I am doing here. You guys are much appreciated for being here. Thank you for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button. English, if I could just do it today. As always, be a hoodlum.
Beep. Again. I really think I need to put more lube on this thing.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that guide rod. He has scratched a shit.